Hello and welcome to my channel, Melody Joy Quilts. I am Melody Joy and this is my little sewing room. This is the last quilt I just finished. It's a Christmas Brightly quilt and now I have started working on some Halloween. This is Boo. Isn't she adorable? Boo also has a sister and this is her twin sister. Very excited about this quilt. Very excited to do some holiday sewing. It's July in Texas. It is hot, but I've started doing holiday sewing because I enjoy it and it makes me forget that it's 1,000 degrees outside. But since Joanne's has closed, it has been really difficult to find holiday materials at reasonable prices. So I have been to Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Quilters Emporium, Quilters Cottage, Quilts. I've ordered some stuff online, just trying to source holiday prints. A lot of the prints in this quilt were from Joanne's that I bought last year, and now Joanne's is gone. So where is everybody buying your fabric now that Joanne's is gone? I went to Hobby Lobby specifically because I wanted to do a Halloween quilt. I had been seeing this pattern, which is called Boo, and it's by the Pattern Basket. And I wanted to make it, and I wanted to make it with Halloween prints. And I know you can order things online, but I like to touch things. I like to feel them. I like to see them. So I bought this material for background. This was from Hobby Lobby. It's white and it has just a little tiny bit of black detail. So this I got at Hobby Lobby, but Hobby Lobby had no actual Halloween prints. The closest they had to an actual Halloween print was this, but they told me they specifically do not carry Halloween at Hobby Lobby. So then I went to a local quilt store and I found a few things, but not much. This one has a little bit of a spider web on it, and kind of like a lime green and orange, and I liked it. But when you go to a quilting store, it's more expensive per yard. So I got a few quarter yards of a few prints from there, but I still had not found really the Halloween prints that I was looking for doing a cute Halloween quilt. So we're gonna do a little unboxing. I've got a bag here from the quilt store, and I also make commissioned quilts. So these are 2 boxes. I'm not sure who sent them to me yet. We're gonna open them together and find out some of my own shopping for the projects I'm working on, and some of the materials have been sent to me from people who have commissioned me to make them a quilt. So I went to a local quilt store yesterday with my daughter, and I found this material. It is a 108 inch wide, and it's black, and it has a little spider web design. I love using fabric that is 108 inch, like a wide back fabric, for when I do the back of quilts. You can piece quilts, but if you can find something that's already 108 inches wide, it's just, then you don't have to piece the back of your quilt. You have it all in one long continuous piece, and I thought that this was going to be perfect for the back of my little ghost quilt. Okay, so that's the first thing that I got yesterday. Then, again, Joanne's is gone. Quilt stores are more expensive. This particular one I went to had a holiday section that was clearance on holiday. You had to buy 1 yard minimum, but the yards were marked down to $6.99 a yard, which y'all know quilt store prices are usually $12 a yard or so. So that's almost half price, but 1 yard minimum. So I found this fabric on their clearance, and it's white with little black spider webs. So again, this is gonna be for my own personal sewing for a little Halloween quilt. And so that was from that clearance section. This is the kind of stuff that I used to find all the time at Joanne's. Look at this one. It's got little ghosts, it's got little pumpkins, little birds. I just thought this was cute. And it has purple and orange and a lot of different colors. And so I'm very excited to use this in my thing. This was from the clearance section. And then I love bright colors, and I want to incorporate bright colors into anything I do. I found this fabric yesterday. And again, 1 yard minimum, and it's orange, and it has little Frankensteins, and looks like little Draculas, little ghosts, little smiley faces, but it's got several different colors in it. So it's an orange background, and it has lime green, gray, white, black, lots of colors, all in one print. So I was happy to find this. So that was my find yesterday, and I was actually being checked out. The lady at the quilt store was checking me out, and I'm sure we've all been there. You're already decided on what you're getting, and then you see that one more item that you're thinking, I've got to have that. They had a giant bin. It was like a wash bucket, and it was full of little scraps and remnants. And I found in that remnant, it says 2 pieces border, 32 by 11, 18 by 11, $4. And I confirmed, this is only $4. They said yes. They didn't let me open it while I was there, but I was like, for $4, I'll take a gamble. I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but I could tell it had some type of a Halloween print on it. And look at this. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna incorporate this into my current project, but for $4, I went ahead and got this because I'll figure out a way to use it. Again, it kind of matches my color theme. It's got the purple, orange, and black, and it says Halloween, ghost, jack-o'-lantern, trick-or-treat. So again, for $4, I was like, I will take a gamble on this remnant bag. I think I could fussy cut some stuff out of here and use it in my quilt. I'm not sure. Maybe I will use it for borders, maybe for cornerstones or on the edges of my quilt. I know some people are very good at planning out their entire quilt ahead of time. I'm more of a wing it. I'm already thinking I'm gonna do some squares like this. This is a king's crown, and I could easily fussy cut some of this border fabric to be the center square of something like this and incorporate it. So again, not sure 100% how I'm gonna use this, for $4, took the gamble. And then the last thing that I got, they didn't have many pre-cut fat quarters, but I did get this pre-cut fat quarter yesterday, and it's more of a traditional, almost like a tile look, but it has black, gray, white, orange. So I thought this would be fun to somehow work in. It's just a nice print. And that was a pre-done fat quarter that they had. And then the last thing I got at the quilt store yesterday, so this was my own personal shopping. My daughter picked out this mini charm pack, and it's very cute. When you're sewing with kids, mini charm packs are great. It's not a big cost investment. It's already pre-cut. They can immediately start sewing a placemat, a little bowl cozy, a little doll blanket. It gives them confidence in their sewing, and you're not wasting a lot of material or money. So this was for my daughter. So that was my personal recent haul for my Halloween quilt I'm making. Then these other 2 packages were on my porch when I got home today, and I'm very excited to see what's in here. So let's open this up. This, again, I don't even know what this is gonna be, but I believe this is, ooh. Okay, I'm working on 2 different quilt commissions right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is beautiful. This is called Under the Canopy, a fat quarter bundle. Okay, wow. Oh my goodness. These are beautiful. I like the way it's packaged in here too. So it's packaged, it's kind of folded up in here. Let's open this up and see some of these prints. This one is a navy blue with little stars and little moths. Very pretty. This one looks almost like a Morris print. It's got wildlife, little mushrooms, little deer, little foxes, greens, blues. Oh, there's even like a little raccoon. Oh, okay. This is a floral print, like a small scale floral print on like a navy blue background. This next one is all different types of moths and butterflies. It's on like a slate blue. It's like a slate blue background and has moths and butterflies. All of these coordinate so beautifully. This one is more pale, like a sky blue, and it has green and white and gold flowers. This is for a king size quilt I'm working on that I was commissioned to do, and I already have some of the fabrics that were art gallery fabrics, so these are some new ones. This is by Under the Canopy by Mona Luna, 100% organic cotton. This is little deer on a field, kind of monochromatic. That one was like all blues and whites. This is the same as that other moth one, but on a dark green background. So this is the same moth, but the other one was on dark blue. This one's on dark green. I love fabrics. I love all the fabrics. This is a beautiful green. It's almost the same green I have my dining room painted. And it has little pink flowers, light pink, and little berries. And then I have another small scale floral on a peachy coral color. That's good because the other fabric that I have for that quilt has some oranges, so I think that's gonna pick up well with the oranges. Again, the moths, this time on a cream background. This is strawberries. I have vivid memories of going with my mom to pick out curtains for her kitchen at like an Ethan Allen or some type of decorator store when I was a little girl. And I remember seeing a strawberry print very similar to this and thinking, when I grow up, I'm gonna do my kitchen with strawberries. And actually I've grown up now and I do not have strawberries, but I do have florals. But this is bringing back 8-year-old Melody in Ethan Allen looking at strawberry wallpaper. And I have a very distinct core memory of that. This looks like a little fairy house. Little fairy houses and little mushrooms. Oh, it's so cute. It's got little rocks in front of the house. Okay, so fun. This one is called A Year in Petals. So let's look at this one. Oh, wow. This one introduces some blues. I don't think we have much blues yet. We've got a dark green, large scale print. So when I'm working on a commissioned quilt and I get the fabric, I'm gonna iron all of it up. I'm gonna trim everything and start cutting the blocks out, and then I can start working on this quilt top. But these are beautiful. These are beautiful. This is very much like a tone on tone ivory, small scale print. This is just a beautiful floral. Lots of different colors, oranges, yellows, greens, blues. This is very vibrant. This is very blue, but I think it'll pop nicely with the other colors, blues and yellows. This is a very soft blue. This is just so, all of these are florals, but I think this one was called A Year in Petals. So it makes sense that all of these are floral prints, and that makes sense because it was called A Year in Petals. Again, this is a nice, you need some low volumes mixed in with your high volume or high contrast prints. This looks like water lilies, something that would grow by the water. Again, beautiful floral prints. This one's on a cream background, has a little bit of the blue center, so that's gonna play nicely with the blues. This has little tiny blue flowers on a cream background. This is a large scale print. Looks like blue bonnets, which I live in Texas, and blue bonnets, state flower. So that's on brand for Texas. A golden white, and now this looks very similar to the florals in the very first bundle that I got a few months ago for this quilt. When I'm working on a commission, I work at the speed at which people send me things. So this is beautiful. Very excited about this. That's for a king size quilt, and I will be prepping those. All these fabrics will get ironed. I will iron all of these fat cords. I'm just gonna move them all to my ironing board because the next thing I'm gonna do with those, ironing them, cutting them, prepping them for that quilt. Okay, I have another box to open. So I'm gonna get this box opened. I think this is for a separate quilt. So if you're counting, that's 3 quilts I'm working on right now. A Halloween one for myself, the king size floral one, and this, I believe, yes, I know what this is. This pattern behind me is called Brightly, and I had someone reach out to me to do a commission of this quilt, but in winter prints. So the fun thing about quilting is you can have the exact same pattern, like with stars and these square blocks that chain, but doing it in different colors is gonna totally change the vibe of the quilt. I'm gonna use that same pattern Brightly to make this quilt that I've been commissioned to make, but I'm gonna do it. Do you see that shimmer? Oh, this is beautiful. This is snowflakes, and they're shimmery snowflakes. This is gonna be a winter quilt, not specifically Christmas. The one behind me is Christmas. This one's just gonna be a winter quilt. Snowflakes, that's small scale snowflakes, large scale snowflakes. I'm loving that these are metallic. I don't think I realized when they talked to me about this quilt that it was gonna be metallics, but do you see the way that's catching the light? Oh, okay. This is the focus print. So in this quilt, inside of each star, you can cut out a focus print. This is the focus print, is going to be these owls on a winter background. This quilt's gonna be very different than anything I've done. I love that about fabrics. They can totally change the look of any quilt pattern just by changing out the fabrics that you're using in it. Large scale snowflakes, small scale snowflakes, and then we have some of our low volume that'll be like our background fabrics. So like the silver on white, more of the snowy owls. again, I'm gonna fussy cut the owls out, and these are gonna be the focus pattern in the stars. This is what I've already talked to the client about. And so I work off of your vision. And honestly, it's great because I want to buy all the fabrics, but I am limited by my own budget. And so having a quilt commissioned is perfect because you send me the fabric that you want, and then I make it for you. And I get to play with all the pretty fabrics and open all these wonderful things. But I didn't have to pay for all these fabrics, but I'll still get to work with them and enjoy them. More yardage of the snowy owls. So trying to get this right side up for you guys. Yeah, so these are the snowy owls. I have more yardage of this because I have to fussy cut those owls out to make them the center of the blocks. And so I need enough fabric because if I cut the squares out for the stars, there's going to be some wasted fabric. There's going to be, because when you have to fussy cut something and you cut out your main pattern, there's going to be something lost. This is extra material for background. I think this is going to be a stunner. I know this client didn't want this quilt to go too dark with too much just black and white and silver. And so they did also send me all these blues that I'm gonna mix in. So that quilt will be very cold, very cool, silvers, blues, whites. I'm excited. It's July here in South Texas. I've been sweating, it is hot. I am so excited. I've got a Halloween quilt. I have a kind of a spring floral quilt, and then I have this winter snowy owl one. So if you need me, I will be in my quilt room with my Bernina sewing, and that is what I will be up to. And I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video, and I will show updates as I go on my progress on these different quilting adventures. And welcome to my channel.
Wait, Mom, are you actually sending these?